Good morning. I'm Jane Morgan and welcome to the Pure Foods Tasmania Investor Webinar. To take us through a business update on the company, I am joined by Managing Director Michael Cooper and Marketing and Brand Manager Anita Wheeler. To ask a question throughout the presentation, please use the chat function at the bottom of your screen. So to run through the presentation, which was lodged with the ASX today, I will now hand over to Michael Cooper.
Thank you, Jane, and thank you everyone for joining online. I know it's a busy time of the year, moving into the last few days of the exciting 2020. Joining me here, I've got Anita Wheeler, which is our marketing and brand manager. So she's done an amazing job in the short time she's been here, and certainly projected the business a lot further ahead than we were projected to be at this time after the first potentially 7 months of trading. So I just wanted to just give you a quick presentation. I've obviously got a bit of a history just quickly for those who have first timers for this webinar. Bit of a business update, some exciting new news that we're announcing, new partnership with some new partners. Obviously, an e-commerce strategy in Asia has been very successful. Another partnership with a new biotech, which is very exciting, a local biotech company in Tasmania, and then just a bit of a move forward where we're tracking. Pure Foods was founded in 2015, mainly on the back of the Tasmanian pure food and beverage opportunity there is in Tasmania to take the brands globally. Been very successful so far, as most of you are aware. Our strategy is to grow organically and through acquisition, and we continue on that path. As you know, we listed in April 2020, and it's been a strong performance, as you've seen. COVID has had probably the reverse effect to this business, where it's actually stimulated this business due to the actual demand for great Tasmanian produce in both food and beverage. Our growth strategy, we've stuck to our growth agenda. We're growing exceptionally fast. We're launching NPD. We've launched obviously our new Homestead range into Woolworths nationally, which has had very exciting results. It's basically 350% growth in such a short term, so that's been very exciting. We've launched into the plant-based dairy category. We've now placed our second order already, so that's got a lot of traction. Product will be exported and also available nationally throughout Australia. We're launching into frozen fresh oysters. We'll have product available next week, which is Tasmanian organic or Pacific oysters, and they're absolutely sensational. Quite a unique offer where the product has a 12-month shelf life and it's frozen. You put it in ambient water for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then you actually remove the oysters from a sealed bag, and you've got fresh shucked oysters. And actually had some last night, and they're absolutely sensational. So looking forward to being able to share them all with you, be able to buy them online as well, and they'll be moving into retail very, very shortly. Obviously, we've got potato and gravy coming very shortly, which I'll talk to you, which is another NPD from the Daily Potato Company. So across all our different entities, we have a lot of NPD, which we're about to bring to market. Our people, it's really important we talk about our people. We've now got a few more than 45. When this presentation was done a few days ago, we've now employed another 2 in the last few days. So we're growing really fast, up to 47 employees now. And so far, we've had a great result on safety too, which is really important as well. And the females are still slightly ahead. I think we're just only 51% now, but great to have such a strong female majority. So operational update. I'll just go past that little video here. I'll just show you this video. Hopefully you can see it. This was developed for new pastures. That was just a video that Anita got put together with her team, and that's going and be running to the Woolworths stores on their digital media as well. So very exciting, and It's really shows that was actually made on site down at Woodbridge, which is very close to our smokehouse. So an amazing part of the world. I just wanted to sort of quickly touch on what we've achieved in F21. It's been a super busy year. We've launched the homestead, which we've mentioned. We built a new factory for the pate. Lucky we built a new factory because we've never been able to produce the volume we're actually producing at the moment because it's gone to another level. We've extended Woodbridge's smokehouse capability. We've got new plant and equipment arriving. Another piece of machinery arrived again yesterday. So we are innovating through innovation as well, focusing on food safety and yield and efficiency. So that equipment sort of is been on order for some time. It's about a 4 to 5 month turnaround. So because coming out of Europe, we built a new online store, which has been exceptionally successful. I think yesterday we're sending out 85 boxes, which is it's going record week on week. Anita was saying this morning with orders are coming in by the hour. So I think the whole Tasmanian food bowl has really been a bit of a tick there. We've obviously got other brands we've joined to it to make the portfolio large enough that you just don't go to our site to buy one product. You can buy great Tasmanian produce. We've got a liquor license now, so you can buy great Tasmanian whiskies and great Tasmanian gin as well through our portal. So our online store, it's just really exciting. Obviously, we acquired Daily Potato. Daily's had amazing growth, up 11% just month on month, and all getting that product range now throughout the independents, which it wasn't available before, and nearly having 100% strike rate. So an amazing product, and because it's so natural and flavoursome, we're just getting so much natural growth. It's quite amazing. Secured new distribution to South Australia through mondonissan with Woodbridge Smokehouse. That is a big opportunity for us. They've ordered their second order already. I think they've ordered over 5,000 units in 2.5 weeks. So that's all incremental, and you'll see by some numbers shortly what that is driving the Woodbridge growth quite dramatically. Outside of that, we also secured e-commerce channel with the Meat Club in Singapore, along with Redmart. I'll talk a bit more about them shortly. Launched new pastures, plant-based dairy. That category is the fastest growing category in food and beverage, the plant-based foods as such. That is global as well. So about 16% globally it's growing at. And you've seen a lot of new entrants in that space. We launched our new B2B e-commerce platform. So that's allowed us to supply directly into restaurants and cafes nationally without going through a wholesale network. Allows us to have more of a direct relationship with our customer and control our customer with our database. Also being more efficient and taking out some supply chain costs. So being very successful, we have a dedicated B2B online platform as well. We launched Homesteaders again, Woodbridge, other NPD coming along there as well. And we've built a new route business where we've put on some salespeople. So that's been exceptionally successful so far to date. Just a bit of highlights here on what we've achieved by entity here. Chadspate, this was for a year to date. So it's up about 6.4%. December forecast is to be up 27% on last year. We've had a massive order this week where we've actually got 1 month's sales ordered in 1 week. So we're doing about 16,000 boxes, and we would normally do about 6,000 boxes a week. So working around the clock, very high demand. Probably been driven really hard by the success of the homestead. As I mentioned before, homestead's up about 350% on same like-for-like SKUs a year ago. So Chadspate is really going very well. Woodbridge, I mentioned Woodbridge before. Woodbridge gross sales are up 172% on same period F20 last year, which is super exciting. In November, we had an order of about, once again, we had 1 week's order in 1 month. So that's actually, 1 month in 1 week sales. That was all exported as well. That was driven by our current relationships with our Hong Kong and Singapore customers, along with the additional new e-commerce customers. So Woodbridge is going from strength to strength. I think our tonnage will increase by about 300% this year on raw fish purchasing. As you can see here, it was up 64% in November, which is quite amazing. The business continues to grow. It's been driven through export and e-commerce. We're also seeing very good high quality fish at the moment. The fish are growing very well. There's actually been exceptionally cold water in Tassie this year, and that's what the fish like. So we're getting the benefits of that, and the yield is also very high, so delivering good returns. A daily potato, as you know, we've only had it for a couple of months, so very early days, but we've already had 11% growth on a year ago. We've even picked up 20 new customers just in November alone, 22 new customers. Very, very strong uptake. The acceptance level, as I said, its strike rate's nearly 100%. So we really believe that the opportunity for this business is quite significant, probably a lot higher than what we anticipated. As we move into meal solutions, it'll just take it to another level. As I mentioned before, the mondonissan secured operation, that's very exciting for us. That'll lead to other states in due course. But it's significant game changer for the Woodbridge business, where it's going to have a national platform, which it only really had an export business before. So that will change the dynamics of that business quite amazingly. I might just pass you on to Anita, where she can talk about our e-commerce.
Yeah, so launching the new online store back in August, we've had significant growth from there, going down exponentially up, and we have significantly invested in the e-commerce platform, which is reaping benefits now. As Michael said before, we've got online orders just flowing in at the moment, specifically for Christmas, and I think we're on board for next week for our last Christmas delivery to probably have 3 times what we have been sending out weekly. So it's been amazing for the team here to adapt to be able to provide to a B2C type channel at such a high growth.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's a new space. We had a very, very small e-commerce business before, and it's definitely been a focus of ours since Anita came on board. It is probably the fastest growing channel to market in the world as such, e-commerce, which you all know, and we're going to continue to invest in this space significantly. We want to own this space, and we're definitely seeing that we're getting a lot of traction within Tasmanian brands having access to the world. So if anyone hasn't got on board and tried it, please do. We're getting sort of next day deliveries, the majority of regional and national quarters. We've just updated our logistics at the moment, and we'll continue to focus on that. It's a real focus of ours because it is the future, and I'm glad that we've got in early enough to build a great platform. We mentioned before about e-commerce. Again, e-commerce into Asia as well. The Meat Club itself, Meat Club was set up by an Australian expat, been very successful. Originally set up to supply meat for the Singaporeans, but they're also doing seafood as well now, and we've joined them. We're supplying them salmon and also ocean trout in 100 grams, 150s, and full sides for Christmas. So, you know, they service over 800 customers a week. So that's a pretty exciting business for us. On the back of that, you know, all these things have been working hand in hand. This is very exciting. We recently secured the Redmart business in Singapore as well. Redmart is actually, as it says there, is owned by Alibaba. It's got a revenue north of $100 million. We're supplying them 100 gram cold smoked salmon and 150 gram hot smoked salmon. Those guys themselves, they supply into about 7 different countries through Asia. So they have a very, very large distribution footprint. And there's other opportunity within this business to grow our relationship with them as we move forward. But this is probably our biggest opportunity through Asia itself, because we're using the large distribution network that these guys have to get great Tassie product to the world, especially through Asia, which is our focus. We're not supplying directly into China ourselves and not affected by China. So it's pretty exciting, and we look forward to building this relationship further. We are the only, from what we understand, we're the only Tasmanian supplier supplying Redmart directly. So that's also a unique opportunity for us. We talk about the total business overall, but you know, year to date to the end of November, the business is up 49%. So if I did some numbers right now, it'd probably be north of 49%. So exceptionally busy. As I said before, we are growing very strongly organically, and we will be working, as we said, all the way along on our acquisition strategy as well. I might just pass you on to Anita about this one, because this is super exciting, and once again, it's a real game changer for this business, and obviously for Tasmania as well.
So we've partnered with Marinova, who's a local Tasmanian biotech specialist, and they've got a particular organic wakame seaweed product, which we have just secured exclusivity in food and beverage in Australia. So very exciting, as it has great potential for us in a whole lot of different segments that we can try and PD for a number of our different brands, and possibly new brands coming in. So we've just started doing a few trials in-house to be able to launch it in the new year. But very exciting, being Tasmanian organic, definitely the perfect DNA to Pure Foods Tasmania here. So we're really excited to get some of this MPD out there and to the market.
Yeah, no, it's from what we understand, it's a first. No one else has ever done this before, especially not in the salmon or trout industry itself. So you know, the world is obviously looking to ways to look after their health and well-being, and this sort of space is definitely the next frontier. So we're super excited about it. A lot of work going on in the background. It's very scientific. So we'll be bringing more information to the market as we go to launch. But having an exclusive long-term agreement as well gives us a competitive advantage too, and lets us you know, partner with a great Tasmanian super impressive business that's a biotech business, which is growing dramatically in their own space as well. This is also amazing. I mentioned before about MPD with the potato and gravy project. So this product itself, the potato and gravy, is 100% Tasmanian potatoes, turned into mash as such, with gravy added into a ready to serve product in a 450 gram and a 250 gram. This will be placed in the hot boxes alongside the chickens and the roast porks and other things you'll see in major retailers throughout the country. We'll be launching in early January. This product is got so much opportunity that, you know, an average chicken sells for about $10. This will sell for about $5 to $5.50. So for $15, you'll be able to feed your family, and it's basically straight from the paddock to yourself, and it'll be actually served hot. So we're really excited about this opportunity, and we really don't know how big it will be. We know it's going to be significant. I mean, the amount of chickens that are sold, I think there's something like 50 million chickens sold out of one retailer, and there's 30 million sold out of another every year. So 80 million barbecue chickens is quite a big number. So if we can capture some of that opportunity, I think we'll be pretty busy. I mentioned before about oysters. You know, Tasmania grows the best oysters in the world, and we're renowned for that. We're partnering with a great oyster company that's going to supply us organic oysters. I think they're the first organic provider within the Australian market, in Tasmania alone, coming out of Tasmania. And they're frozen, so it has a 12-month shelf life frozen. And then once you thaw them in ambient water, you then consume them in 24 hours. And as I said before, I had some last night and they're absolutely amazing. You cannot taste the difference. So the biggest challenge with oysters is they have a very short shelf life. They only have about a 3-day shelf life when they're actually chilled at 4 degrees. But when you can actually put them to sleep, when you put them basically freeze them, they go to sleep. And then you wake them up and then you can shoot them straight away. So that's really a massive opportunity for us, well, and a unique offer that we don't see has been done on a national platform before. Moving forward, like as I said before, we've continued to grow organically. We're probably growing a lot faster than what we thought we'd do, which is great and exciting. Acquisitions are still on the radar as well. The new product development, as I mentioned before, there's 7 or 8 different new SKUs that are actually on the development table. Our meal solutions offer is also coming. New machinery's arrived and was trialled this week. So we're seeing that in the new year, and that'll be quite a unique offer as well. Our beverage offer, we as I said, we're launching Q4 F21. We signed our long-term exclusive agreement with Marinova, which will be adding to all our different sort of food offers. You know, Marinova is 100% Tasmanian, 100% organic, so it really fits with our DNA as well. Hopefully you'll be able to, you can all purchase daily products online. I mean, roast potatoes for Christmas lunch is actually a great opportunity. So jump online, guys, and we'll deliver them to your door the next day. But thank you all for listening. We hope you all have a happy and safe Christmas, and we'll be updating you further in the new year.
Thank you, everyone. And if you do have any further questions for Anita or Michael, please feel free to reach out via the contact details on our website. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.